But with that being said, I'm going to continue where I left off. So for anybody that is just joining or is coming from the other live stream, I'm going to pick up where I left off, alright? So with that being said, I was talking about the mass shootings. I went into detail about all the ones that I covered from Phoenix to South Carolina, all the big ones, alright? So, like I said, 69 injured, 17 killed over the weekend with what they're saying is over a dozen mass shootings, alright? So, like I said, I covered the one in Philadelphia where 11 people were killed, or excuse me, 11 people were injured, 3 people were killed. I covered the one in Chattanooga, Tennessee where 14 were injured, 3 people were killed. Phoenix where a 14-year-old girl was died and 8 others were injured after a fight allegedly broke out between 2 different groups. It says many rounds were fired into the crowd as people fled the area. High school graduation in South Carolina, where 1 woman was killed and 7 others were injured, including a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old. I don't know their genders, but I do know they were 12 years old and 13 years old. So, all those everybody heard about, everybody knows about, is all over the news, alright? But the other 9, okay, occurred in New York, Georgia, Texas, Nebraska, Virginia. 3 mass shootings in Michigan. 3, okay? And another mass shooting in Arizona, alright? So, out of all of those mass shootings, all of them now, out of all those 9, I only know about 1. Alright, and that was in Arizona. And that was 2 people died and 2 people were injured after a fight. I didn't hear about 3 in Michigan. Like, can you imagine 3 mass shootings in Michigan and that didn't get reported at all? Not a single one got reported on the news. But there was 3 of them, is what they're saying, alright? New York. There was a mass shooting in New York and that didn't get reported. Like, let's be real. There was a mass shooting in New York and it was not reported. Alright? The other ones, Georgia. I didn't hear about no mass shooting in Georgia. Texas. I didn't hear about no mass shooting in Texas. Nebraska, Virginia. I didn't hear about no mass shooting in either one of those also either. So, that leads me to believe that we are being lied to. Alright, I mean, it's that simple. We're being lied to. And like I said, 3 in Michigan, and that wasn't reported at all in the news. That never came in as breaking news or anything. Like, I find that hard to believe that there was 3 mass shootings and that never came in on the news as breaking news. They've been all hyping up mass shootings, and we report every single one, but there was 3 and y'all decided not to report that for whatever reason that I don't understand. Alright, but going into more details, data previously reviewed shows violent crimes have a spike. Excuse me 1 minute, y'all. Alright, y'all. Alright, I'm back now. Alright, so, like I said, going back into previous data. Alright. So, data previously reviewed shows violent crime spiked in 2020 compared to previous years. Mass shootings for the entirety of 2020 increased by more than 46% compared to 2019. Alright, which. Okay, I believe that. That part I do believe, 100%. Now, by more than 46% compared to 2019, with 417 mass shooting events in 2019 and 611 in 2020. Whether that number is 100% correct or not, I don't know. Alright? I mean, even that, 611 in a year, that's a lot. Alright? So, FBI data on murders in 2020 show a nearly 30% spike in murders compared to 2019. Now, this is among black Americans. Number of murders spiked disproportionately at a 32% increase in 2020 compared to 2019. There was a 43% increase in black murders in 2020 compared to the 10-year-old prior average. So, like I said, the shootings of the weekend follow several other high-profile and devastating mass shootings. In recent weeks, we all know about the shooting in Uvalde, Texas, on May 24th, that left 19 children dead, 2 adults dead. A mass shooting at a Buffalo grocery store on May 14th killed 10 and injured 3 others. So, we all know about these, alright? But like I said, there are a lot of questions going into these mass shootings, and are they really happening? Are they not happening? Again, some of these, yeah, I do believe are happening, alright? But again, why are some of these not making the news? Like I said, they're talking about 9 other shootings that didn't make the news, alright? The one in Arizona, yeah, I heard about, alright? 2 dead, 2 injured, alright? I heard about that one. But, like I said, there was one in New York. You're telling me that the one in New York did not make the news. Georgia did not make the news. Texas did not make the news. Big state like Texas did not make the news of a mass shooting. Alright? Nebraska, there was a mass shooting. No reports of it. Virginia, mass shooting. No reports of it. And like I said, 3 mass shootings in Michigan. No reports of it. Like, that's my thing. There were 3 in Michigan. And there's no reports of it anywhere to be found. No reports of a mass shooting anywhere to be found in Michigan. But there are 3. Like, that doesn't add up. Like, if y'all are gonna put fake news out there, at least make it somewhat believable, you know? Like, you went into all this detail about these other ones. Like I said, the one in the Phoenix strip mall. Saturday, left 14-year-old girl dead, 8 others injured after a fight allegedly broke out between 2 different groups at a party. Many rounds were shot into this crowd as people fled the area. That's pretty in detail there, alright? Chattanooga, Tennessee. Outside a nightclub early Sunday morning with 3 people dead, 14 others injured. Multiple shooters opened fire, leaving 2 killed by gunshot wounds and a 3rd victim dead after being hit by a car with flame. That's pretty in-depth, alright? One in Philadelphia. 11 injured, 3 dead. Saturday evening. Making it one of the most violent mass shootings recorded over the weekend. Gunfire erupted after a man who was ultimately killed got into another physical altercation with a man. Victim's age ranged from 17 to 69. Again, that is very in-depth. Alright, the one in South Carolina. High school graduation party in South Carolina on Saturday killed 1 woman and left 7 others injured, including a 12-year-old and 13-year-old. That is also very in-depth compared to this. 9 other mass shootings, alright? Unfolded in New York, Georgia, Texas, Nebraska, Virginia, and 3 in Michigan. And, of course, the one in Arizona. But y'all didn't go into any kind of detail about that. No, this many people got shot, or the age ranges, or anything. None of that is brought up. And again, to me, that is very, very suspicious. Like, it doesn't add up. It really doesn't add up at all. All those mass shootings and nothing is being said about it. All right, I mean, like this. This is a mass shooting, but 3 people were shot after multiple gunmen opened fire at a ceremony in Indiana. All right. So, do I think some of these are fake? Yes. All right. And what do I mean by fake? All right, I mean that the whole thing's fake. The shooting, the victims, and everything. All right. Now, a lot of them real? Yeah, a lot of them are real, but they're using this to push gun control. All right. They want gun control, and that's what they're doing to push it. Because in some of these mass shootings, they said handguns were used. But isn't it funny that, Biden was talking about banning certain types of handguns, and now they're saying handguns were used in these mass shootings? Again, it doesn't add up at all. It doesn't. They are trying to push gun control, and they want to take our guns away. But again, like I said, this was going to be a quick live stream. I'm going to keep the other one up. It's only like 5 minutes if y'all want to watch that later on. Definitely go for it. But again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below if y'all are watching this later. As always, thank y'all for watching, and y'all stay safe out there.